Hey y'all, it's Williams Brain coming at you today. The warm weather is ended. It's starting to get chilly up here in the Midwest. What I got for you today is I'm finally going to do the comparison of the guts of an American lock versus a Mako. I know they're pretty dang similar, but I want to see just how similar or just how different they may be inside. To do it, I got the Mako 425 Lotto lock. That was in my package from Dusty and Wendy. I ain't picked that one on camera yet. And an American 1305, which has the same core as all the, American 1100s do. I just chose it because it's blue and matches the Mako. First we're going to try to pick this Mako open. Sometimes I can pick it quick, sometimes not so quick. Here we go. We get them both picked, and we'll get them both gutted. The reasons why I want to check out how different the guts may be is because, as similar as they are, they pick differently to me. The feedback feels a little different. Subtle, kind of like a pack lock. They're a little different. I believe the keyway is pretty much the same. Looks like the nut and the plate is pretty much the same. Mako doesn't have anything stamped on theirs. It's just a plain plate. I know the pins have got to be similar. I wonder if Mako has serrated key pins or not. I know it has serrated top pins because you can feel them clicks, multiple clicks. I'm pretty sure they're on the key pins too, but we're going to find out. There we go. Mako is open. Now let's crack this American 1305. I guarantee this will open quick. I picked this lock a bunch. This is one of my favorite locks to pick. It seems like your clicks are louder in the American too. Well, that's going to make a liar out of me. Usually I can open it pretty quick. Neither key has too challenging a bitting on it either. Let's start over here. That ash is all over my table now. That'll happen when you pick and smoke at the same time. There's the false set, so it's close. It should just be a matter of this pin right here. Nope, not that pin. I don't have a lot to give away, but I'm thinking about it. Thinking about what I can give away. It ain't gonna be as much or as cool as a lot of these other guys that's been in the game a lot longer than me, but I'm thinking about coming up with something. I got a ways to go for my 100 subscribers. I just don't know what kind of challenge I want to do, what kind of stories I want to hear. I'll absolutely think of something. I might give away my best lock. Very careful, don't lose my false set. I was picking my tensioner instead of pin 1. And I believe pin 1 is the last spool. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I picked this lock. Usually I pick it pretty quick. It might be one of these others in the back here. Which one is it? That's why when I pick through my box, I pick through my box at random. That way none of this stays fresh in my memory. It was pin 1. I just kept hitting my tensioner. But that's open now. Now let's investigate the guts. Oh, why ain't that coming out? There it is. Get my other little tray out here so I can keep certain parts separate. There's our American core. Let's see, all this stuff looks pretty similar. This will be the first time I've gutted this Mako lock, excuse me. That's got a much longer nut and a much shorter screw. The plate looks just almost exactly the same. Oh, Mako has a bypass wafer. My American did not. And there's our Mako core. They look real similar. Now, as I said, one of the other things I believe they have in common, keyway. Let's stick an American key. Oh, maybe not. Well, the wording's the same. It goes in a little bit. So what happens when we stick the Mako key in the American core? It goes right in. So the keyways are very similar. Alright, we'll gut the American first. I don't have my gut tool either. That's also at my job. It makes getting them things off kick cylinders when I rekey so much simpler. But we can use a tension wrench and a thumb. Get that circlip right off of there. I'll go ahead and gut the American into the little tray. Needs to be in this hand. That's a spool. Serrated spool. Serrated, standard serrated. Standard serrated. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Same in chamber 3. Pop it out of there. A little spool there. Chamber 2. And the last chamber. Another spool. We'll just leave the springs be. Now for our key pins. Sometimes it's helpful to use a pick to get them out. Pin 3. Don't want to come out. Skip to 5. Now pin 4. And all of my key pins are serrated. Even the real short ones. That's a surprise. Keep them lined out so they don't. Now let's see what the Mako has to offer. Get the circ clip off. Now I'm going to hope they're similar enough to where I don't need a follower to take this guy apart. Wow, there's something else already I see that's different. The American, the Bible, has that little notch that makes it flush with the key. The Mako don't have that little notch. The Bible does not extend there. So there's another little difference. Interesting. I'll sit down tweezers. Ah, that's a standard pin. Completely standard. Yeah, standard spool. Another standard spool. That is a serrated pin. That is a spool. There's your other difference. Mako is a 6-pin lock. Our American is 5 pins. Core is pretty straightforward though. It's about the same. So I'm going to leave the springs alone. Well, that's pretty cool. Mako's actually 6 pins. As you know, the American, a 6-pin core, usually only pinned up 5. Get our key pins out here. Oops, that's pin 5. Fell out ahead of time. Now we need pin 4. Now pin 6. The plug looks almost identical in every way, right down to the warding in the keyhole. As far as the pins go, there's definitely some differences here. Alright, my spools in the Mako are not serrated, unlike the spools in the Americans that are. I have one completely standard pin with no serrations or spool cuts on it. Pin 6 is the standard. Pin 5, pin 4 are standard spools, no serrations on the spools. Pin 3 and pin 1 are serrated pins, and then pin 2 is another standard spool. I have no idea how the heck I'm going to do this. That is so difficult. It's hard for me to get a close-up. I don't want them to fall out of there. I ain't going to worry about the close-up too much. But that's the major differences between the two. I'm shocked and amazed at that. Well, we got 6 pins instead of 5 in the 1. My American over here has all serrated key pins, 3 serrated spools and 2 serrated pins. So that's interesting. And the key pins on the Mako, I got a standard, a serrated, a standard, a serrated, a serrated, and a standard. So there's kind of a mix in the key pins on the Mako. So all in all, the takeaway from this is I wouldn't really say one lock is superior to the other, but there are definitely some similarities and definitely some differences. And that's what I was curious about. I know I've been talking about it for a while. Here it is. I've finally gone and done it. See just how same and how different they are. Also explains why the feedback's a little bit different. Yeah, that's. I mean, I knew the Mako was 6 pins, but I guess I didn't think about it until I took it apart. There's the bitting on the Mako. Yeah, pretty level bitting, really. And this particular American, this bitting ain't all that either. All in all, fun little picks and fun little comparisons here. It's pretty neat. Now, next time I get my hands on another pack lock, I gave away the 2 I had. I gave one to Lowell Forbes. He likes pack locks, and he was real good to me, so I gave him one. I gave my other one to my brother-in-law because he likes purple. And it was a nice, pretty purple one, and he wanted to learn how to pick, so well, here, learn on this. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Just a simple little quick comparison of the two, how different they are, the bits of similarities there are. Inside the lock bodies themselves, oh, this American does have a bypass plate. It just stayed up in there. Bypass wafer. It just won't come out, but it's in there. Other than that, inside the locks looks just about identical. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna turn this off, drink this beer, and get them back together. Thanks for watching, y'all, and yeah, let's keep it legal and keep it fun and keep it legitimate. Y'all take it easy, finish out your week safe, and have a good weekend when it gets here. I'll see y'all soon.